Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about things I wish I would have known sooner before wasting money at the grocery store. Let's get started and talk about it. Actually, one of these is something I'm recently learning that I want to share. The first thing is basically just simply buying too much and over stockpiling, and then you end up sometimes not using it. Some things expire. Recently, and they were not even opened, I gave away some spices. Now, at least I didn't throw them away. They're not expired, but sometimes I simply buy more than what our family needs, and so that can be a mistake. So these are things that I wish I would have known several years ago. I'm still learning lessons in 2025. Okay, number two, not using a calculator. Whenever I don't use a calculator, a lot of times I tend to overspend. I think, oh, I can remember it in my head. No, that does not work. Now, you can use your phone. I'm just showing a calculator for the purpose of this video. But basically, not keeping track of how much I'm spending, it always comes back to bite me in the butt. Okay, number three, buying something just because it's on sale, and I think it's a sale. And then and a lot of times just because it's a sale or there's an attractive display does not mean it's a good deal. I tend to sometimes do that with clearance items too. I buy it because I have a fear of missing out. I think, wow, if I don't buy this sale item right now, it may never be on sale again. Well, that is wrong because I've heard that sale cycles are about every 6 weeks. So you know what, if I really want that item, maybe it will come on sale again if it happens to be a good sale. Okay, number four, I used to do this. I haven't been doing this in a while. Buying cards. Like I'm like, oh, I forgot to buy a card. Buying them at the grocery store. You know, a lot of people are not doing cards as much, but I tend to now buy cards at the Dollar Tree instead because that definitely saves a lot of money. Number six, this is a big thing. I find all sorts of fun recipes on YouTube, right? So I'm like, oh, I want to make that this next week. Not that there's anything wrong with that. This is the issue. I've got ingredients for all sorts of other things that I'm supposed to be making that are older ingredients that I need to use first. And so instead of getting all excited making new things, getting through my older ingredients and making those things first. So using up older ingredients is basically what I'm saying. You know, I think many of us have more food in our house, not all of us, than we need. And what ends up happening is the old stuff gets pushed back. I always say out of sight, out of mind, and you use the new things because it's more colorful and shiny, if you would say. Okay, number six, this is something I'm learning, but I need to learn more. Basically buying bagged produce. You know, like instead of buying a great big bag of potatoes, I know I've said this a lot of this produce does not last as long and it starts to soften. Maybe it's still good, but I just don't think produce lasts like it used to. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. So maybe it would be better, maybe not financially, but it might be better just to buy a few because I'm all about not wasting food. I threw out a couple potatoes today because they just didn't look good. And so I'm thinking now of just buying them individually. That way I make sure I use them. So no longer buying bagged produce, thinking I'm going to use it because it's a good price. So that is something I wish I would have known sooner, and I'm going to stop making that mistake now. Number seven, buying just for convenience. And one of the things I want to add to the last one too is, and a mistake that I wish I would have known sooner, I used to buy things such as strawberries. And then I would bring them home and I'd put them in the fridge instead of preparing them and getting them ready to eat and putting them in the fridge. You know, many times if you bring home meat or things like that and you want to separate them, you need to do that right when you get home rather than waiting until later. So that's a mistake that I wish I would have known sooner because you can end up throwing things away because you're not preparing. And then you end up buying things convenience. And I don't like the chopped up fruit that's ready to go, that's fresh, because it always looks a little discolored and it doesn't last but maybe a day, if that. Okay, number eight, and buying food that's kind of what I call fun food, because what happens when you buy what I call convenience, fast food, fun food, whatever you want to call it, it gets eaten up first and all the older ingredients foods don't get eaten. So now I'm waiting until it's all gone before buying more. Another thing, last but not least, and hopefully this next year I will learn, buying less holiday food, because a lot of times you end up with a lot of leftover. So let me ask you guys in the comments below, what are some mistakes at the grocery store that you wish you would have known sooner? I want to hear from you. Hey, we're all a work in progress, and every little thing we can do to improve and save money and stay healthier is a win in my book. That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.